Okay, so now I'm not just playing through normally here. I mean, it's not like a huge challenge one or anything, but what I am doing whenever I play a new Elden Ring game for the first time, I don't just or Dark Souls game for the first time. I don't just just do the easiest thing I can do. I always like to play it like classic sword and board. And in Elden Ring, that's a little different than just like a normal Souls game because there's a lot of skills and abilities and spells you normally be able to get to use. But I'm not using those. No, I am just sword and board. Basic skills. I'm kick. I have parry, which I won't actually be using because it's impossible to parry anything in these games, it seems, at times. I will do the jump slashes, but jump attacks have actually always been in the Dark Souls games. But other than that, yeah, no, sword and board and any other ability that was pretty normal for a Souls game at the time. So I will still use things like spears. I have a halberd. I have an axe and a flail, but they're just regular weapons. They're not like the super... It's not some super high-powered build. Just sword and board, as close as possible. The original Souls-like game as you can get. I mean, I will still use Torn, because, the game's damn near impossible if you don't use him in some places, but, yeah. Okay, here we go. Actually, that's a good time to use Torn. Okay, now, full disclosure, even though I didn't really get around to playing this yet, I could not help myself. I watched so many videos of other people playing the game. I'm sorry, so I'm not going to have the ultra surprised reactions that other people will normally have. So I pretty much have a good idea of everything that's going to happen. But I haven't done this with this build yet. I haven't really played with this character. This is my main. I ran around a bit with with another build I had. I didn't do much with him. And oh shit, right, this guy. Oh, more powerful than I thought. Yeah, mostly what I did was I just ran around the field area, fought a couple of bosses, Mausoleum guy, the dragon. I knew where a lot of the Erdtree blessings are, so I grabbed a lot of those. But yeah, that's pretty much it. With my axe character, my dual-wield colossal character, I did get a little further along, but not too much. Okay. And excuse any audio issues you might see while I'm playing the game, or video issues. I am a level 1 streamer, YouTuber. I don't have the best equipment just yet. Also, you might hear a lot of background noises because I have health issues. I can't sit in front of a chair, in front of a camera for long periods of time. I have to keep moving around or else my spine locks up. It gets really sore. So you might hear me moving around a bit. Okay, so that's enough talk. Look at all the stupid scorpions. Scorpion. Oh, that's actually good damage. Okay. Yeah. Let me know in the comments about the sound and how it sounds later on. I've never gotten any other one's opinion on how this all sounds. I don't really have too many people ask about that. Okay, so let's see. Shadow Realm Room. I always like the architect of these games. The architecture, it's giving me this sort of what was similar? There's another game that was similar. The Secret of Mana, the temples had a sort of like early feel to this. You also got to see a lot of this in Gears of War. They had a lot of like really distinct architecture in Gears of War. Now, you can probably tell I'm kind of new at this. I spend more time talking than actually playing, but I'll get used to it. Scorpions. Scorpion, you get like 1 million crafting materials in these games. I never use any of them. Oh, that's really my fault. I should be using more of these materials. Probably make the game a lot easier. But not in this run. Not in my classic Dark Souls build run, as I put it. There's no tricks. No tricks. I am pretty much just limited to whatever I can do with a sword and board. Okay, I think I might miss something down here. I feel like there was something else. No. No. Wait, over the... No, okay. So yeah, no tricks. That basically means... I mean, I could use, like, basic spells, but I'm not using basic spells. But no tricks means, like, anything that's really overpowered. There were no skills in the early Souls games. There were no crazy, weird weapons. I mean, I know there was I think it was called the Arbalist with the multi-strike arrows. I mean, I don't actually use crossbows yet, but nothing, like, really weird. Unfortunately, I've decided that... Oh, hey, there you are. Aha. Yeah, I've decided that... Now, yes, I use a jump attack. I know they didn't have this level of jump attacks and the poise damage in the first game. But you could use jump attacks in the first game. They're just hard to use and hard to figure out. A lot of people didn't use them. I don't remember seeing people using them too much. And, you know, the kick attacks they were in the original game too. They were just really hard to use. Actually, the kick got a big buff recently. I mean, I don't think anyone's still using it all that much, but it got a buff. I mean, I think it helps. But, yeah, one thing that I was doing this whole time, I've been doing guard counters. Well, they're really useful, but I've since decided that they are a trick. Kinda, because they were definitely not in the original games. They are very powerful. So I've kind of decided I'll try doing it without the guard counters. I really don't want to do it without the guard counters, but they were definitely not in the original game. So I'm going to try... Yeah, I mean, I'll probably still do them here and there accidentally. But for the most part, I mean, this isn't like a challenge run. I'm not going to, like, immediately restart just because I did a guard counter. Oh god, horrible guard counter. No. This is for fun. I'm not claiming to be the world's first whatever. This is just straight for fun. I don't expect to do too many challenge runs or anything of that nature, but hey, if you want to see it, just let me know. You know, remember, you gotta comment, you gotta like, you gotta do all that stuff. You know how this all goes. Okay, now, when I did this with a double colossals, these guys were highly susceptible to heavy... Oh, there he goes. Do you hear me? No, okay, bugger. He is not as easy to take down as he was before. Then again, I had fewer fragments. I think I only had +2. Yeah, I did some of this stuff with my colossal guy. Okay, hey, how you doing? Oh yeah, right, we can stab him in the back. Right about that. When you're playing a double colossal, you don't really think about stabbing guys in the back too much. You think about knocking them face first into the ground. Ooh, muddy water. Muddy waterfall. I could make a fart joke there, but nah, I'm not gonna. I don't actually plan to make a million fart jokes or anything like it. Just honestly, I couldn't find a better name for the channel. It was like everything I could thought of was taken. I mean, I was really thinking of like Dave Gaming or something like that, but there's actually another channel that's doing that for quite a while. That name. So I'm not doing anything like that. Okay, now let's see here. Hey, how you doing? I want to do a guard counter so bad. But no, against the rule. But I can do that. I can do that. so much better than when I tried. See, the other guy I did, he was a colossal, but he was like one of those speed rut guys that just, get to Moog as quickly as possible, right? So he was, I mean, sure, he was really powerful, but I had like no talismans, barely any tier levels for the flasks. I was in a bad way. It was just rush. I mean, it beat Moog, but I didn't have much of anything. I think there's no pod heads, okay? Right, can't open this yet. Now, even though I didn't play much with my other guy, I did see a lot of video. So, I have a good idea what's happened. What can I say? I couldn't help myself. But I didn't see any of those guys playing classic sword and board, no tricks. Of course, a lot of them were playing, like, no Erdtree bustings and no... You're getting all the no-hit, one-shot, all that stuff now. Whatever. We'll get there. We'll get there one day. But we're just starting out. Level 1, what can I tell you? Level 1 streamer. Or a YouTuber at the moment. I haven't even tried streaming yet. I don't think I have anything close to the right equipment for streaming. Yeah, no camera. Like I said, I can't sit in front of a camera for very long. And I keep moving around, so I'm not gonna. But hey, I got a face for radio. What can I tell you? You're not missing anything. What do you want? Just imagine Jack Black with more fur and a darker face. That's what you want to know. Not too exciting. Although I don't know if he does make as many fart jokes. I mean, I haven't even made one. I haven't made a fart joke yet. The fart thing just comes from because that's just a thing a lot of people in my family do. We just say things like that. So whatever, and no one's using it. Whatever, no one's using it on YouTube. So there you go. There's farts. Oh shit, this is not a good place to. And too much cursing. I'm also trying to do this without cursing, like a lot of YouTubers do. And I don't know what is with that. Why all these guys always have to like curse like crazy, whatever. Oh, there's another one. I wish I could guard counter. I will say the lack of guard counter a little less interesting, isn't it? Without those guard counters. It does make your build a lot simpler, though. I mean, what do I have to do? All I have to do is, like... I don't even need any FP. And I could really focus on just a few stats, and... Now, I do use the shields. The shield is very heavy for this build, obviously, and yes, some brass shield. I haven't used any great shields yet. I haven't really felt like I needed them. Radagon, okay, he pushed the shield hard. I actually had to get a little creative with him, but for the most part, no. Okay, Millennia. Yeah, no, you can't use shields against Millennia. I'm afraid I had to. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I had to give up on the shield against Millennia. Just not enough damage. It's absolutely worthless. I mean, now I'm sure if I used, like, I was allowed to use skills, shield skills, like when she's easy to flinch. I mean, shield bash, all that stuff. Oh, I'm sure it would have made it a lot easier. But no, I was not allowed. I had to use just regular sword damage, and it just doesn't do enough damage to counter her strikes, her life suck abilities. It's just her life drain. No, I couldn't do it. It was taking forever, and I wanted to get to this DLC. I wanted to get to this DLC so bad. Yeah, I actually hadn't beaten Millennia yet when this came out. I got this game about around when it came out, but And yeah, I played a whole lot of it, but I didn't actually beat any of the final bosses. Mo, Godric, or is he the first one? Godric. Which one's the? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, no, I didn't beat any of the final bosses yet. I only just did that now, or earlier. No, not earlier today, but just before coming. How do you get over there again? I think I gotta go to the other side first, or something like that. So yeah, no, I didn't actually do all those final bosses tonight. Actually, I did Radagon and the Elden Beast just last night. I just beat them last night. The only really hard part about that whole thing is Radagon himself. All right, I need the key. Yeah, the only hard part about all that was Radagon himself. The Elden Beast was actually pretty easy. Just a couple. All he really needed was a couple flasks for him. or yeah, whatever it was. No, you wanna know Radagon though? Oh, yeah. And your pets. Where's anything else here? Nope. Oh, you gotta explore every square inch, gotta find every little piece of loot. Every little piece of loot. Every little piece of loot. Dude, wait. I'm honestly not sure what these are even for. They've been here the whole game. I never used them. I've completely forgotten what they're for. Yeah, yeah, summons, that counts as, well, summons do count as a trick. Well, more like Spirit Ashes. That's more like the trick. Not really summons, but I try not to use them anyway, so, because when using Sword and Board, your damage is naturally just lower. So, and it just, summons will usually will increase the HP of the boss, so it'll just make it harder, and I'm already doing lower damage, so it's better to just not use it. Just not summon. I can use greases. Uh-oh. Oh. See? That's a good time to use guard counter. I should really use charges more. Why don't I use charges more often? It's actually pretty fast with the sword. Alright, the birds. The birds. Old Alfred Hitchcock movie. Anyone ever seen that? Right, this is not a live stream. I don't have to ask questions. But yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Those old movies. Really old. What? Well, I don't know when they were. 50s? 60s? Some of them were. More in the 50s and 60s. I saw that. There used to be like an Alfred Hitchcock festival back in the 80s. I first saw that with my mom. They would be on late at night. I think I was like 8, 9. But my mom used to let me watch all sorts of horror movies. I saw slasher flicks. I saw ghost flicks. I saw all that stuff. She loved horror movies when she was growing up, so she showed me everything. So by the time I saw the birds, I was just like, this is boring. Birds, what's so scary about birds? Well, okay, those birds. Yeah, they're scary. Those are birds I do not want to be swarmed by. Now, I think Fire Guy is over here. I'm trying to decide if it's worth it. I got a lot of runes right now. I think I'll leave him for last. Clear out the area first. And then I can come back. He's right there. Oh, right. I gotta watch out here. I am not used to focusing on talking and playing at the same time. Oh yeah, I've never done that before. I forgot how much poise damage those charge attacks use. Just never really used them. Come on, one more. Aw. How is this more effective than actual walls? Come on! There's plenty of room for me to stick my sword in there. There we go. But of course, when I swing across the bars, yeah. Why do we even have bars? Look at that. Why do we even have detection physics? Yeah. But this... Okay, that did hit the bar straight on. But, I mean... Whatever, Elden Ring. Are you there? Is there a guy there? Ooh, I can use kick! Doink. Aw, you ruined it. I was gonna kick him off. Oh, I can do a backswing on a charge. This goes to show I've been using guard counter a lot. Let's see here. Well, I haven't really been using this sword though. I was using I ended up using the halberd for pretty much most of the game because pierce damage is really good in this game, and there's a lot of benefits to using it, and it's more powerful. And halberds were in the original game, so it was fair. And halberd hasn't changed all that much, but this is actually the first time I'm really using a sword, a long sword, or straight sword, technically. But this is not just the regular long sword. This is a what is this? The noble slender sword. Storeroom key, right? I can take care of that. First, I'm gonna get up to the higher part of the dungeon. Hello, death from above. Whoop. No. Gotcha. Right in the nose. Is that enough for a level yet? And a little bit more. Wait, no. Runes held. Okay. So another thing that's against the rules of the build: no tiers, no mixed physic classes, other than just HP plus. That's it. I mean, I can increase my HP for just a regular flask, but for all those buffs, nope. That's a trick. Which is really going to suck against the final boss. Oh boy. Yeah, it's not gonna be fun. I'm missing something here. Ooh. There's a hole in the floor. Right, there's a way over there. I am surprisingly sneaky in heavy metal armor. I'm actually only really started using the heavy armor now. For the most part, I've just been using more jump attacks. Even though jump attacks are allowed in the game. Hey, shortcut. I decided that, sure, jump attacks are technically allowed, but the way I was using them, the sheer consistency I was using them, with the feathered armor and all that stuff, it was a little too much. I was starting to feel too much like I was cheating a bit, so I switched just an actual sword and board build, not sword and shield, but I'm actually just jumping and swinging a halberd around. The shield's just kind of for decoration more than anything else. So I'll focus on trying to get through most of these bosses with just sword and board first, and then we'll see about using halberds or anything else. I actually haven't leveled up a spear yet. I don't actually have any spears. I do have the flail. See? Right there. Although, yes, you could argue that bleed is... I don't really want to say it's against the rules, because bleed was in a lot of the Souls games. But the way it's used here does feel cheap. Like, it does feel more like a trick. Like, it's much easier to apply, it's much more effective, it's more usable. You can argue it's a trick. So, I mean, but I was trying to find a flail that... I just wanted a one-hand blunt weapon. I mean, I'm sure I can find one that doesn't have loss buildup, but I didn't end up really using it much, so I haven't really bothered. It's really more the halberd. Pierce damage is just, or thrust damage is just so much more useful. Now I know there's an ambush up here, so I just haven't really had cause to use blunt damage. Where are you? I know you're here. Oh, well, of course he's here too. Can't forget about the guy in front. Now, how is he poisoning you through a shield? Come on. I am playing like crap. Okay. Definitely easier with the Colossals. The Colossals... Well, they... Wait. How do you reduce damage? It was only like 200 with a stab... Oh, whatever. Alright, where are... There you are. Nope. No way to get above them. Jump attacks. Like falling jump attacks, not just a regular jump attack. Actually, I don't think those are in the game. But if they were, they'd be totally by the build. Not against the rules. It's the first Dark Souls, like one of the very first things you do in that game is a jump attack on a boss. What do we get? We got the bone bow. Sorry, I will not be using bows. Well, I mean, I won't be using bows that have high stats on them. I don't really have the stats for that. I mean, I do have a bow, but it's just more for hitting guys at distance. Although lately I've found throwing daggers more useful for that sort of thing. They're faster, more accurate. You can lock onto them. I mean, yeah, you can get headshots with the long bows and all that, but when you just want to pull a guy from a distance. I'm not your honey. Oh, that puffs for. Okay. Oh boy. 3-on-1 is not fair. Uh-oh. Yeah, I am definitely gotten way too used to using those colossals. And the reach of the halberd. This is a side-to-side sort of play. Gotta get used to the shorter range. Hello. Poke. There we go. Hey, Golden Cross. I think I have a couple... Where are they? There. Oh, if you are, I mean, I did, even though I'm starting, I've already explored the game. I do have the videos for the, when I did actually start recorded, but I haven't worked on them yet. I didn't actually have a good mic when I recorded those videos. The sound quality is just not there. I'll get to them. Be sure to let me know if you want them. And I'll get to them sooner than later. I don't have a good video editor yet. So, but I'm working on it. Just remember, level 1 YouTuber here. Alright, now they're right below me. Now, this is one I would... Where are you? Now, he's gonna be the problem. Not him. Smooth moves. Anything else? No more bugs hanging around the poop water? Okay. Just in case, this is a tricky part. Aha, but I didn't see you last time. Oh, see, now there we go. Yeah, now if it's a poison cloud, that makes sense. That'll hit me if I'm standing in it. But not through the shield. I gotta say, I am loving the sweeping motions. I mean, the halberd does have sweeping attacks, but it's mostly pokey. And then, of course, the greatsword is lots of sweeping, but I almost entirely use jump attacks with those. Didn't end up being as strong as I thought it was. Wait, did I see something? Oh, I saw something. Treasure-ish. I think I'm actually getting close to the lion head there. Right, I have to talk to the old lady first. Actually, I don't think you have to talk. Oh, bugger. I said the old lady, not the ugly bug lady. Is that a lady? What is it? It is a very... It is a bug. It's dead, whatever it is. I think it was dead even before I killed it. Yes, love those gothic or dark monster FromSoft designs. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I just wanted to do a regular charge attack. Oh boy, why didn't I use the back swing charge before? That's great. Yeah, what makes this sword a little unique is it has improved guard count, or critical hit. Extra critical hit on this one. I don't know if it's the best straight sword there is, but it's certainly better than the one I was using. Well, I didn't use one much before. I was expecting to just use the longsword. Nothing against the rules about using overpowered weaponry. It just can't be tricksy. Like, no weird skills, no weird extra abilities. I'd consider freeze. Definitely would consider that a tricksy sort of thing. I gotta watch out here. I want to get rid of him first. Where are you going? What do I got? Hi. Hello. Yes, you. Welcome to the show. So yeah, there's nothing, no rule against me using high-powered weaponry. That's nothing against the rules for that. No, I can totally use a very powerful or high-powered weapon if I want, because we were doing that in the first Dark Souls game. Nothing wrong with that. Ooh, I can kick him. No. Oh. Yeah, he got there. Got down there, I should say. Oh, wait, no. I think there's a... Ooh, I think there's a bunch of guys there. That's what I think. Bothead? Nope. No shiny. You enjoy your prayer. What are they praying? Oh, dead thing, statue. I don't know. I do not. I don't remember him. Right, I think there was some kind of shortcut here. Oh, right. Steak Marika. Marika. I knew Marika in high school. And that's about all there is to that story. Okay, now I have the Stake of Marika, but I want to spend those souls. You know, let's take care. No, wait. That's not gonna. Runes. Spend the runes. I'm a long-time Dark Souls player. You can tell. But that, well, maybe he could. Might be a lot easier to fight with a shield. See if I can at least surprise him. Oh, I could just run past him. No, wait, that doesn't work on these guys. They're too fast. Oops. Guard counter. Okay, having a lot more of the blessings made a big difference. Definitely. You can get about 6. I think you can get to about +6 before even setting foot into Balrat. Well, okay, no, there's a couple more fragments in here that'll get you there, but yeah. I don't think I'm at +6 now. I'm pretty sure I missed one. Let's spend those points. Now there is a... Oh, yay! +6, there you go. And 1 for Torrent. He deserves some blessings too. He's a good goat horse boy. Now, I've been putting these into dexterity lately because I want to try to get a quality. I'm pretty sure the damage on the quality is quite good. It eventually rivals the heavy on this sword, but one of those great shields, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up needing a great shield later, one of those uses intelligence, so I'll just get that there. I can spare 1 point. Okay, maybe I'll leave all the extra stuff to... I don't know, I'll talk to Grandma. But I plan on leaving a lot of the more miscellaneous side stuff to off stream or off recording in this case, not stream. Right, this one. Yes, so I'll leave all the little cleanup stuff to that sort of thing. You guys don't want to see me running around grabbing random little items, do you? No, you want bosses. I want bosses. That's why I watch these streams or videos. Gotcha. No, you want bosses. But hey, if you want to see me, let me know in the comments. I don't even have an audience for that, so I don't know what they want.
Who art thou? Straight by the look of thee, another of. Tell me, does thy kind?
Yeah, that's about how quickly I'm reading it.
Old bones, our lands were by thy kind set aflame. Thou camest, robbing us.
She talks really slowly.
Listen, progeny of thy sins.
Wonton's trumpet.
Thy recompense, the sake then with this all. For what reason inept?
Yeah, you always gotta.
Else tuck away thy loath.
You gotta go through everything they say multiple times.
These land.
Just the way these games are. Okay. Right, extra light. Always nice. The belt lantern. Hoof, hoof. All the things and improvements they've made in these games. It's the belt lantern, though, that I somehow ended up loving the most. Don't necessarily care for all the skills and anime level attacks and spells. Really, they kind of speed the combat up a little too much. I actually like the slower, deliberate paced gameplay. When the games first came out, the first Dark Souls, I almost got this sort of like more realistic adventure feel. Like you had to really like, almost like a survival game, survival RPG at the time, where you had to plan your adventure more and be careful. And you don't use a sword in tight spaces because your sword will bounce off the wall. Stuff like that. But now the combat's now it's getting a little faster. I mean, I know a lot of people like that, but if I wanted to play fast, like a really fast action RPG, there's lots of other games that do that, and I play those games. But these have that slow, deliberate, almost realistic adventure feel. Oh well, anyway. Still fun. They haven't gotten that fast yet. They're getting there though. Every game, every series, if it's a slower game, it goes on long enough. If they're successful enough, they eventually get faster, more mainstream. I'm just trying to decide, is there anything else I really need? I'm totally going to lose these runes. Because I doubt I'll beat him in the first try, because I definitely don't have as much damage. I mean, yes, I have way more blessings than when I tried this with my colossal guy, but I have a thing. See, that other guy, he had no ball-bearing blessings. Oh no, wait, this door. He didn't really have anything to spend money on. I do. When I have these leftover runes like this, I buy smithing stones, because I'm going to need them. This isn't just a sword and board build. This is what I call a template-free build. See, the reason why I went sword and board was because... How many of these do I have? Is because I play these games for the different build possibilities. Right? Oh, one more. So, there's different ways to play. Mage, archer, thief, trying to come up with something silly, like try and recreate Wolverine or something like that. Everyone's done a Wolverine. I actually have a bunch of ideas for that, so you make sure you like and subscribe to this channel if you want to see me do some more interesting ideas. I'm planning on doing one with creating the Death Knight for World of Warcraft. I'm planning on, because of the Chakram and weapon they added, I'm going to see if I can do Xena. Anyone remember Xena? Warrior Princess? I had one for the Holy Knights from Final Fantasy Tactics, which is not like the Holy Knights you'll see in these games, throwing lightning and all that stuff. No. They were a little different. You'll see. Stuff like that. I have a bunch of silly little builds planned. A guy who just throws stuff, just nothing but throwing weapons. Now, in the other games, in the other Souls games, if I wanted to create a template-free build so that a template clean build would be no levels, no remembrances, soul, like boss soul spent, none of that stuff. No, you had to be completely clean because there was no respec in those old games. So if I wanted to get to a point where I could say I want to be able to build any character I want or any build I want with these games, I'd have to spend not level up at all, not buy any or buy the darks or use the boss souls or any of that stuff. No, I would have to actually. It's basically a level 1 build. I mean, I could still level my HP up because even if you're a mage build or a light build, you want to get that like vitality 20, but that's not that high. Certainly not for any other build. So if I wanted to have a template clean build so that at the end of the game I could create any build I want without any worries, I would have to, and then go through the NG1 New Game Plus cycle. It had to be pretty much a clean build, like level 1 build. So I had to level 1 the first 3 Souls games and Bloodborne. I level 1'd all those games. I sort of burnt out on Dark Souls 3 though. Medir and Freya, Freed, Sister Freed, they were killing me, and I sort of just burnt out at that point. I said I can't do it anymore. At that point, also something came out. I forget. Something came out of that summer, and I was just like, oh, I want to play something. Not when Dark Souls 3 came out. This was only like a few years ago. No, I didn't get around to playing Dark Souls 3 heavily until like years later. I played it a lot at first, but not originally. But in Elden Ring, you can respec, so I did not have to do that. I'm still trying to collect as much items as I can so I can do whatever build I want in the future, and that's taking a long time. That's where a good old 100 hours went. That's where those hundreds of hours went, but at least I don't have to level 1 the game. Unless you guys really want me to, but it's going to take a lot of... I'm going to take quite a bit of likes. For that, I am not as young as I used to be. My fingers are a little arthritic now, actually. Okay. Enough chatting. Hope the sound's okay. I had a little bit of trouble placing the mic because I can't place this in an ideal position. I found an ideal spot, but it's I have to place it in such a way that I can move around. Right, so it's at its best when I'm in a very specific spot. I'm not moving, but I will move, so it's not ideal setup. So it might not sound the best. So I hope it sounds okay. I'll need to work something out there in the future. This was a cool boss design. This was neat. I don't think you see dancing dragons in games. I'm sure I've seen a couple before, but not often. I think the last one was maybe in the PS2 area. I don't even remember what game it was. So I'm trying to figure out, is the boss the guy in the suit? Or the suit itself? Is it just... there should be multiple guys in there? Oh, whatever, at least there's just one bar. Okay. This will be fun. I am not blocking that. Oh, already? Oh, that one. Now he hits me. Every time, any other time I try. See that? Every other time I tried to just walk through the breath spell like that, I'd get hit. Yeah, that was dumb. So when I'm standing right against his feet, I figured you could stand against his feet when he spun around like that and the breath wouldn't hit you, but it always hit me. That time it didn't hit me. Go figure. Alright, let's see. Right, okay, that was silly having guard counters this whole time. I'm not using them anymore. I do have one for charge attacks. Should I resort to protections yet? Nah, it's too early to use charge attacks. I think it's too early to resort to maxing out my defense, I think. This would have been a great place to use shield counters, block counters. What? Oh yeah, right, he can eat you. I don't do that. Right, that's right. Right, no longer. Lock on doesn't work. Boss. I am not liking this damage. Not liking this damage at all. Where'd it go? Oh boy. Oop, that's not the right one. This is not looking good. This amount of damage. Oops. Yep. Oh boy. That is not a lot of damage. I mean, it was harder with my other guy, but at least when he did get a hit, it killed. Oh, wait, no. I have to use the guard counters. Oh, nuts. I mean, the lock off helps, but I can't see any fighting. Okay, please. Let's hopefully I can get this done before time runs out. And yes, he did that. It is harder to play when you're concentrating on trying to keep talking and saying things. I never said I was great at these games. I got really good at Halo for a while. And I was pretty darn good with in Overwatch. And those games, or that game got so... Oh hey, there you go, I saw him! I could see his face. So there is a guy under there. I mean, we know there's a guy under there, but... You know what? I think I do need to log on for him. Use the shield. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Look at that. Just 1 HP practically. Oh, man. I gotta think in terms of using charge attacks. Do roughly double the damage. It's concentrating on talking while playing things when it makes something interesting. Oh fuck. Now I have the strat. So if I can get it in there. So charge attacks. Well, not guard attacks. That looked like a guard card. Sorry about that. Oh! Chuckatash. My hand came off the stupid block button. Well, okay. My time's running out, but don't worry, there'll be another video continuing right where this one left off. We'll get them next time. I assure you of that. And that was my first recorded video. I hope it went okay. I hope everyone liked it. And I hope you all come back. You know how this works. Be sure to like and subscribe and fart. And this is Dave signing off for now. See you next time.